Johnny Carson named the 10 most fake golden age marriages. What is your wife? Is she a professional? She's an attorney. Oh, really? Trial attorney. That's who I should have married. They kissed for the cameras, but lived separate lives behind closed doors. For decades, Hollywood sold America fairy tale romances that were actually business arrangements with wedding rings. According to Johnny Carson's private conversations with Hollywood insiders, these 10 marriages weren't love stories. They were elaborate performances designed to fool the public. Some stars took these secrets to their graves until now. Is there a line so good, you use it again and again? Yes. Music. With this ring I be wed. In his final years, after the cameras stopped rolling and the microphones were off, Johnny Carson became surprisingly candid about Hollywood's darkest secrets. According to his closest confidants, the legendary host kept a mental list of what he called Hollywood's greatest frauds, marriages that were nothing but studio fabrications. Tonight, we're revealing Carson's shocking list for the first time. And I must warn you, what you're about to learn will forever change how you see some of Hollywood's most iconic couples. Especially number 3, which Carson called the most brilliantly orchestrated deception in Hollywood history. But first, we need to understand why these elaborate charades existed in the first place. The golden age of Hollywood wasn't just about making movies. It was about manufacturing myths. Studio executives wielded godlike power over their stars, controlling every aspect of their public image. A star's personal life wasn't personal at all. It was a carefully crafted narrative designed to sell tickets. What's nice is he believed in marriage, right? Sure, she believed in marriage. Yeah, one time. And nothing sold tickets like romance. The studios didn't just own an actor's talent. Carson once told a close friend, they owned their entire existence, their marriages, their children, even their bedroom behavior. It was all part of the package the studios were selling to America. When a star's true nature threatened their marketability, executives didn't hesitate to arrange a strategic partnership, Hollywood code, for a fake marriage. Some of these arrangements concealed homosexuality in an era when being gay meant career death. Others rehabilitated damaged reputations or boosted publicity for upcoming films. But here's what makes these stories truly heartbreaking: the human cost. Real people sacrificed authentic relationships, denied their true selves, and lived lives that followed them to their graves, all to protect an illusion that made studios millions. Some of these people were prisoners in gilded cages, Carson reportedly told his producer. They smiled for fan magazines while living completely separate lives once their front doors closed. Let's begin with perhaps the most famous example, a marriage Carson once called a press release with a tuxedo. But what about you also made 1 or 2 spectacular mistakes too? Rock Hudson, for instance. That's a very funny story you tell. Well, it wasn't altogether a mistake. He was a terrific guy. Yeah, but he was. But he sure could have fooled me, I tell you. 1. Rock Hudson and Phyllis Gates. Rock Hudson embodied the American ideal of masculine perfection. With his chiseled good looks and commanding presence, he made women across America swoon. His image as the ultimate ladies' man made him one of Hollywood's most bankable stars through the 1950s and 60s. It was all a carefully constructed lie. Hudson was gay, a secret that would have instantly destroyed his career had it become public. By 1955, rumors about his sexuality had begun reaching dangerous levels. His agent, Henry Wilson, moved quickly to neutralize the threat. Wilson didn't just suggest marriage, said a former Universal Pictures executive. He orchestrated it like a military operation. The bride was conveniently close at hand, Phyllis Gates, Wilson's own secretary. Within months, America's most eligible bachelor was suddenly married, and fan magazines breathlessly covered every detail of their whirlwind romance. What remains deeply controversial is whether Gates knew the truth. Some Hollywood insiders insist she was a willing participant, a career-minded woman who understood exactly what role she was playing. Others maintain she genuinely fell in love with Hudson, completely unaware she was being used as a shield against career-destroying rumors. Gates herself claimed ignorance in her 1987 memoir, writing that she was devastated to discover the truth about her husband's sexuality. However, others close to the situation have questioned her account. Carson never bought her innocent act, revealed a former Tonight Show writer. He told me once, everyone in Hollywood knew what rock was. The only way she didn't know was if she deliberately chose not to. Their marriage collapsed after just 3 years. The divorce papers cited mental cruelty, a deliberately vague term that revealed nothing while protecting Hudson's carefully constructed image. As Carson reportedly told a close friend years later, it wasn't a marriage. It was a press release with a tuxedo. Hudson continued living his double life for decades, forced to hide his authentic self until his death from AIDS in 1985 finally revealed the truth to a shocked public. Meanwhile, Gates spent the rest of her life fielding questions about a marriage that was, according to Carson's insider knowledge, nothing but elaborate theater. 117. 117, yes. Should never fool with your fans. They'll come down and lynch me. 2. Vincente Minnelli and Judy Garland. When director Vincente Minnelli married America's sweetheart Judy Garland in 1945, fan magazines hailed it as the perfect union. The brilliant filmmaker and the talented performer coming together in a match made in Hollywood heaven. According to Carson's Hollywood sources, the reality was far more complicated. Minnelli, despite his talents as a director, carried a secret that threatened his career. He was widely believed to be gay or bisexual within industry circles, though never publicly confirmed during his lifetime. These rumors were common knowledge among Hollywood insiders. Carson said MGM executives were masters at solving 2 problems with 1 marriage, recalled a former Tonight Show producer. Minnelli needed cover for his sexuality, and Garland needed someone to help control her increasingly self-destructive behavior. By 1945, Garland was already battling the addiction demons that would haunt her throughout her life. MGM, which had been pumping her full of amphetamines and barbiturates since childhood to maintain her grueling work schedule, hoped marriage to the disciplined, methodical Minnelli would stabilize their valuable but troubled star. What makes their relationship particularly fascinating is that unlike many studio-arranged marriages, there appeared to be genuine affection between them. They welcomed a daughter, Liza Minnelli, who would follow her parents into show business stardom. But the foundation was built on quicksand. As Garland's addiction and mental health struggles intensified, the marriage crumbled. They divorced in 1951 after just 6 years together. Another painful chapter in Garland's tragic life story. According to a close friend, Carson once summed up their relationship with his characteristic insight. Hollywood's brightest star married a man she could never reach. The painful irony, their daughter, Liza, would later marry Peter Allen, a gay man, unknowingly repeating her parents' pattern and demonstrating how these cycles of studio, orchestrated deception could echo across generations. You told me on this show more than once over the years that you didn't think you would entertain the idea of getting married again, and you seem to mean it. You told me the same thing, Johnny. 3. Cary Grant and Diane Cannon. When 61-year-old Cary Grant married 28-year-old actress Diane Cannon in 1965, the public saw a May-December romance between Hollywood royalty and a beautiful young starlet. The age gap made headlines, but many industry insiders saw something else entirely. Another chapter in Grant's lifelong campaign to suppress persistent rumors about his sexuality. For decades, whispers have followed Grant about his close relationship with fellow actor Randolph Scott. The two had shared a home nicknamed Bachelor Hall for 12 years. And photographs of them in domestic settings had raised eyebrows even in less enlightened times. Carson told me that Grant's series of marriages were Hollywood's most elaborate smoke screen, revealed a longtime associate of the late-night host. He said, Cary carefully chose women who enhanced his image at exactly the moment he needed them. Grant had been married 3 times before Cannon. each marriage coinciding with periods when rumors about his sexuality had intensified. But according to Carson's Hollywood sources, the Cannon marriage was different in one crucial aspect. She genuinely seemed to love him. They welcomed a daughter, Jennifer, but the marriage quickly dissolved into acrimony. During divorce proceedings, Cannon described Grant's controlling behavior, experimentation with LSD, and emotional distance, painting a picture far removed from his suave screen persona. After just 2 years together, they separated in a bitter public divorce that dragged on for years. When the dust settled, Grant retreated from public life, focusing on raising his daughter, while Cannon spoke candidly about the marriage's difficulties. Carson, who knew Grant well and had him as a guest on his show multiple times, reportedly remarked with characteristic sharpness, he loved women. When the cameras were on, was this final marriage a genuine attempt at late-life happiness? Or Grant's last performance in maintaining his carefully crafted publicity?